Today on the Daily Clone, we dive deep into the newcomers on the backcourt. Jamarion Batemon, Killyan Toure, Dominick Nelson, all of that after a word from Fareway.
We know that carrying your groceries out to your car seems a bit old school. That saying hello and asking about your day feels like a thing of the past. Being best at fresh, it's not just a fad. Serving high-quality meat at affordable prices? Talk about a throwback. But at Fareway, that's kind of our thing. Because some things never go out of style. Friendly at Fareway. It's more than just a name.
Hello and welcome into the Northwest Bank Studios for the Daily Clone here on a Wednesday presented by Fareway Meat and Grocery. It's a bye week, so this Saturday is a perfect opportunity to sit at home, watch football, stress-free, with skinless brats on the grill, courtesy of your local Fareway Meat and Grocery. We appreciate their support of the Daily Clone. The Cyclone basketball team plays basketball on Friday night. Yes, an exhibition game against Creighton in Omaha. I can't wait to watch. I'm bummed that I most likely won't see Tamin Lipsey on the court, but the good news is that this game doesn't count, and with that, we'll get to see a lot of new faces in new roles. One of them is Jamarion Batemon, the top 40 freshman out of Wisconsin who does it all. He shoots, he plays defense, and as TJ Otzelberger says, he does pretty much everything else right, too.
Specifically, we've had some really terrific freshmen that have come in with great habits, whether it's been Tyrese Hunter, Tamin Lipsey, Milan, and now I would say at the top of that is Jamarion Batemon, a guy that every single day, run a sprint, he's at the front. Every academic report, on time, on target. Everything that he does lines up with winning. There's a reason he was a valedictorian at his high school. There's a reason that he's a great listener. There's a reason why he's early for everything. And then he earns trust not only from his coaching staff, but from his teammates. And so he puts himself in a great position that way by what he does every single day.
Bateman is an actuary science major. That is not easy. Bateman's a proud student athlete.
So much pride because I was always taught student athlete. So just knowing how important it is to be a student first if I want to get to the basketball court. And knowing how much I love the game, I know I want to play the game. So without being a student, I won't be able to get there. So just taking pride in knowing how important that is.
Fellow freshman Killyan Toure is another face we'll see a lot on Friday. Toure from France has drawn comparisons to a young Tamin Lipsey for his physicality and effort. He's really enjoyed the time that he's gotten to go against Tamin in practice.
Really tough, because of the physicality, I'm a freshman, so I'm just learning, how intense is the college basketball world. But yeah, honestly, I like playing against him, play with him. We help each other every day, So yeah, we're fighting every day, but it's like that. We have to go through that if you want to succeed, so yeah.
Utah Valley transfer Dominick Nelson is a downhill scorer that was the WAC Player of the Year last season. Otzelberger is challenging Nelson to match the level of defense from the other guards.
We feel like we have as much speed as we've had on the perimeter defensively. I think our best perimeter defense was probably in year one when we had the speed of Hunter, Kelsher, Brockington, and Grill. I think now with Lipsey, Heisey, Bateman, and Killian, we have that same speed. I'm looking for Dominick Nelson to step up that same way defensively and show that he can have that same speed and intent on that side of the floor.
Playing against these people every day, it gives you a real feel of what the Big 12 is going to be like, just based off, how good they typically are and how physical this team is. And me going against these guys every day, Killian, Jamarian, Tamin, Nate, it's just like, how can I not get better? And it's like, it really prepares you for the Big 12.
Cade Kelderman went from walk-on to scholarship this offseason after he got some opportunities on the court late in the season. Kelderman grew up a Cyclone and loves playing in the same building as some of his heroes.
It's very special. When I was younger, I wouldn't even have been able to dream of doing what I'm doing now. So it's just, remembering that honestly now, sometimes being like, this is all that you could ask for. This is all that you wanted when you were younger. So just take advantage of the opportunity and give it your all.
We're going to see how these rotations shake out in just a couple of short days in Omaha. I can't wait for it. We'll actually hear from the team on Thursday morning for one last availability before this exhibition. You can hear all of that along with my report from Iowa State Women's Basketball Media Day here in the Northwest Bank Studios for the Daily Clone on Thursday.